Today, in Steal a Brainrot, I'll be leaking everything in the brand new update. This update has loads of new Brainrots, a new secret lucky block, new Rebirths, and a new secret that does over 100 million a second. So make sure you watch the full video to see everything and learn exactly what to do to prepare. And you know what, for starters, let's just talk about every single brand new Brainrot coming. Now, let's just start with every single track Brainrot, starting with one of the new mythics, the Chachorito Le Melanito. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be some type of melon Brainrot. Let's look this up. So let's see, what even is this Brainrot? Okay, I was right. It looks like it's gonna be a melon dog. Interesting. Yeah, I found a YouTube short about it, and it looks like this is roughly what it's gonna be like. So interesting. It's gonna be like a watermelon that's half open with a dog with sunglasses. Cool. And yeah, that'll obviously be a Brainrot that spawns in from the track. So yeah, definitely make sure to get it for your index. Before we move on to whatever secret is gonna be coming from the track, let me first obviously make a version of what it might look like in game by uploading these two images and then having ChatGPT say turn this character into a pixelated blocky retro Roblox style similar to these right here. And yeah, let's press send and let's see what it is about to cook up. I'm a little bit nervous, but you never know what happens. And alright, perfect. It looks like it is officially getting started, and I can already kind of see a little bit of an outline around it. Wait, I kind of see some of the outline. Hold on, did it actually do a kind of decent job? Yo, it even AI generated the clouds. No way. Okay, you know what? For a ChatGPT version, this honestly is not even that bad. I feel like the watermelon is honestly decent looking, and it did a pretty good job with the sunglasses, the little smile on the dog, and yeah, I will take that. That is obviously going to be the mythic coming this update that spawns in from the track, and it's probably going to be doing around 7,000 a second, maybe even a little bit more since it is a pretty new mythic. Now let's move on to the secret that's going to be spawning in on the track, and unfortunately we actually do not know what it is going to be quite yet, since in my notes it is just 3 question marks. But I might have a little bit of an idea later on, because I can actually show you guys a few Brainrots that they never even named that they actually sort of already leaked. But those are already the 2 official new track Brainrots that are going to be spawning in. And now let's move on to the new ones coming into the craft machine. Now, for the craft machine Brainrots, we have 1 Brainrot God and 1 secret. So obviously, we'll start with the 1 Brainrot God, and it's apparently going to be named the Squalalina. Yeah, what even the heck is this? Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't really see anything that officially has it. Oh wait, it's gonna be the shark. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. In fact, okay, I just had ChatGPT make a really good version of what it's roughly gonna look like, and as you can see, it has teeth, a big blue eye, or not blue eye, black eye, a big fin, a banana little stem. Because if you actually did not know, a little while ago, Sammy actually posted a video of what it's actually gonna be called, and as you can see, this is the name. In fact, let me play the video of what it's actually gonna be right now.
Squalanino, Frutarino! What are you doing down here? Squalanino, Frutarino? Oh wait, you're a shark. You're supposed to be down here. Well anyway, who turned you into a fruit, Squalanino, Frutarino? That just doesn't seem right at all. Should we add this to steal a Brainrot? Let us know in the comments.
So yeah, that is going to be that Brainrot, and like I said, it is going to be a Brainrot God, and I actually have a pretty decent idea on what the crafting recipe is going to be. I'll get to that more later in the video when I explain exactly what to do to prepare, but it is going to be a Brainrot God. It's going to take obviously 4 different Brainrots to craft it, and most likely it's going to be doing anywhere from 200 to 300,000 a second, and you'll see why later on for sure. But now let's move on to the secret Brainrot, and unfortunately, just like the track one, we don't really have a name of what it's gonna be. All we have is that it's going to be a secret Brainrot, obviously, and it's going to be in the craft recipe machine, just like the other ones over this way. But that is every single track Brainrot and every single craftable Brainrot, and now let's move on to all the other Brainrots that they already leaked. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we actually already have quite a ton, because if we head over to the poll Brainrot over this way, and we can actually kind of see a bunch. Yeah, let's just start with every single one that they actually haven't added yet, starting on September 26th, which was Friday last week. And let's go to each and every single one of their polls to show you guys exactly which one won. So, for this poll, it looks like the Luscarito Brillantrino actually won, which is the gold little iguana over here. And as you can see, actually, the official Steal a Brainrot page made a video on it, so let me play that. So here's the video right here.
Lucerturo Brillantino. What are you doing in the Amazon rainforest, Lucerturo Brillantino? This is a very dangerous place to be in Lucertoro Brillantino. You need to get to safety ASAP. Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
So yeah, that is basically what that one is gonna look like, and obviously it is a little bit different than normal, and like we said, I really do not know what it's gonna be. I'd say most likely it is a track brain rot. I mean, it doesn't really seem like you would be able to craft it because there's really no iguana brain rots in the game already. But now let's see what ChatGPT can turn it into. So let's get this image of it right here, and now that we have the message fully typed out with ChatGPT with the two images right here, let's see what it's about to make. Alright, wait, here we go. It's starting to get started. I already see a little bit of yellow. And wait, I think that's the little tip on its, yeah, back over that way. Wait, yo, this does not look that gold. I am not gonna lie. I don't really know if I like this one or not. I mean, it's alright. It's not that crazy of a design, but you know what? For ChatGPT, I will take it. It definitely could have been a little bit worse, but now let's move on to another poll on the list. And it seems like for the second one, we have these 4 brain rots over this way. And it looks like out of all of them, the Takamelino Kewaleno one, which is this one right here. And it looks like just like the last view, this one is already a poll, so let's see what it creates.
Oh no, Tacomelo Kiwelano. Who turned you into a taco, Tacomelo Kiwelano? This isn't right. You can get seriously hurt. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of in the mood for a taco right now, Tacomelo Kiwelano. Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
So yeah, I doubt that's really going to be coming this week just because, well, not this week, but this update, just because they don't really do anything related to tacos. But it could be a brain rot coming on Taco Tuesday, so we'll find out soon enough. And just like the last few, let's see what this one turns into. Alright, here we go. This one's also getting started, and oh, wait, hold on. Yo, wait, this is actually kind of decent. You know what? That's pretty good. I mean, it got the lettuce, it got the little tomatoes, it got the meat inside the taco shell, and obviously the kiwi. Not too bad at all. And then for rarity, that one, I mean, it's not that crazy of a brain rot, so it's probably just going to be a mythic. I don't really see it being anything better than that. Then for the next poll after this one, now we have this one over this way, and yo, this one actually has some crazy brain rots. And okay, out of all of them, it looks like the Corno Pugino Bombardone one, which is the kangaroo, or the rhino looking boxer. And yeah, just like the last few, this one has a video, so let's see what this one turns into.
Cornopugno Bombardone. What are you doing here, Cornopugno Bombardone? You're about to fight the greatest fighter in the world. Make sure you stay safe and keep that headgear on, Cornopugno Bombardone. Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
So yeah, I honestly think that one could actually be the other craftable brain rot, just because there's obviously the Rhino Tostarino in the game already. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of boxing brain rot. I could be wrong, but I think there is. I mean, obviously we have like brain rots like the Frago La La La, which is a pretty buff one, and obviously the Odin Din 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 Dome. But okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there isn't any boxing brain rot in the game. I thought there was, maybe I'm just wrong. And okay, it looks like ChatGPT is actually doing a pretty decent job for this one. Wait, yeah, actually, wait, I like this one a lot. Hold up, this might be one of the best ones it's done yet. Honestly, yeah, besides the dog, this one is pretty decently good looking. And like I said, I don't really know exactly what rarity that one is gonna be, but it could either be a brain rot god or a secret. There's just really no way of telling, but we have so many polls, so let's just continue down the list, starting with one that he actually posted on Saturday. And it's gonna be one of these 4 right here, so let's see which one won. And okay, out of all of them, it looks like number 2 won just barely with 31%, and it looks like it's the glowing one right here. And you guys know the drill. Obviously, they did end up making a version of it, so let's see what this one is.
Quacka Splendino! What are you doing here, Quacka Splendino? And who in the world turned you into the sun? This is crazy, Quacka Splendino. And why do you look so happy? Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
Okay, obviously that one is not going to be anything crazy good. I mean, you guys saw it. Sure, it did have the sun, but there's just no way it's good at all. Most likely, that one's either going to be a rare or common. I don't really see it being anything better. And for the rest of these, I'm just going to rapid fire every single version that ChatGPT makes. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. ChatGPT did not really do a great job for this one, but you know what? It's okay. I guess I'll take it. Then for the next poll, we have these 4 brain rots over this way. And obviously, if you guys saw earlier, earlier, number 3 won by actually a pretty decent margin, 44.6%, and it's gonna be this brain ant right here. Definitely a little bit creepy looking, but it looks like they also do have a video for it, so obviously we'll play it.
Oh my gosh. Neuron Formicone, you look so scary. What are you doing out here in the woods all alone, Neuron Formicone? And why do you have a brain attached to your back? Does this mean you have double the thinking power? Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, interestingly enough for that video, they actually didn't have any music in the background. Okay, this is what ChatGPT cooked up. This was its first version, but I told it to make it a little bit better. But now let's move on to the next poll. For this one, we have these 4 brain rots over this way. And it looks like out of these 4, yeah, 45% said that they wanted this peanut crab. And yep, here's the video. Let's play it.
Spuntino Grancino! Who the heck turned you into a peanut Spuntino Grancino? And why are you just out here on the beach? You need to go back home ASAP, Spuntino Grancino. This is a very dangerous environment. Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
So yeah, that's that one. Okay, this one is a lot better. I am not gonna lie. Yeah, this is so much better than this one for sure. Next up, we have these 4 brain rots. And out of all 4 of them, 45% wanted number 3, which is this bell-looking walrus. Here's the video.
Trichello Campanello. What are you doing here, Trichello Campanello? And why in the world are you covered in bells? It seems to me that you're in a really festive mood, Trichello Campanello. Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, that one is definitely pretty crazy looking for sure. Hey, yo, oh my gosh, that is a crazy AI design. That is so many different bells. Not too bad though. And then finally, last but not least, we have one final poll over this way. And this is what people chose. 35.9% chose this really cool looking octopus. Not gonna lie, out of all 4 of these, this is definitely the one I wanted to win for sure. This looks the coolest. And yeah, luckily enough, we have one final video, so let's play it.
Philly Polpy, Philly Polpy, Philly Polpy, Philly Polpy. What are you doing in the ocean, Philly Polpy? And why are you made out of wires? This is very bad, Philly Polpy. You can get electrocuted. You need to turn back to normal ASAP. Should we add this to steal a brain rot? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, out of every single brain rot coming this update, that is the one I am most excited for just because of how cool it looks. But unfortunately, ChatGPT did not really do a great job redesigning it. Whatever. So yeah, finally at last, we can move past all the poll brain rots, and now we can move on to one final brain rot that he leaked, which is actually going to be the second best secret in the game ever, just right behind the Dragon Cannoli, which actually recently got a buff. Yeah, if you did not know, the Dragon Cannoli is actually doing 200 million a second now. But as you can see in the official Steal a Brainrot channel, Sammy himself, which I actually have added to on Discord, said, is it time for a new secret in the secret lucky block? Last secret combinacion. And as you can see, it's gonna be a combination of the spaghetti toilet, the Esoxicola, the pie hotspot, and if you just barely see enough, the Tortughini Dragon Fruitini is going to be in the very back. And this Brainrot is going to be doing anywhere from 100 million to 150 million a second. Obviously, it is going to be insanely rare in the shop. It's probably going to be a 0.5% chance to get, if not even lower. But believe me, I am going to try my absolute hardest to get one. I'm going to spend so much Robux. So we'll see if it's even possible. And yeah, finally at last, we are done with every single different Brainrot being released. And now we can move on to the Rebirth 16. Yeah, after about a month of waiting, they are finally adding another Rebirth slot, meaning we're going to actually have a total of 25 different slots. And obviously, we're going to get new gear along with it. Last Rebirth requirement was the Pack Marat Mat, and this time it's going to be obviously a slightly better Brainrot. So most likely, it's either going to be a Piccioni Machina, a Tractor Dinosauro, or a Cacasito Satellito. There is a possibility of it being the first ever secret requirement, which is obviously the La Vaca, but they have never done that for a Rebirth requirement, and I don't see why they would do it now when there's tons of different Brainrot gods that are slightly better than the last requirement. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the Los Bombombitos, the Bombardini Tortini, because they only ever do track Brainrots, just to make sure it's always possible for you to be able to do the Rebirth later on. It would eventually be impossible for other Rebirths to be possible just because none would would exist after a while. Then for money, last time it costed $500 trillion, so this time it's most likely gonna cost 1 trillion or 1 quadrillion, or maybe even 2.5 quadrillion. That's why this entire night I'm gonna be AFK grinding to save up as much money as possible, because as you can see, if I run through absolutely everything in my base, I'm already up to a whopping, let's see, oh my gosh, yeah, over 500 trillion, so I'm already halfway there. And luckily I still have around 12 hours left to grind, so I should be good to get up to 2.5 quadrillion in that amount of time. But last but not least, we actually have a Los Lucky Block coming to this update. Yeah, a brand new Lucky Block. And we actually know exactly what this one is going to look like. As you can see from this image right here, this is roughly what it's going to look like. It's obviously going to have the normal Samini, Spiderini Lucky Block, as well as one that's super happy and one that's super sad. Yeah, unfortunately, we really do not have a clue about what's actually going to be in here, but I actually have a kind of decent guess. Most likely, there's obviously going to be the Los Brainrots that actually come from the admin Lucky Block, meaning a Los Carlos, there might even be a Los Combinaciones, a Los 6-7, etc. All the ones that come from the normal admin Lucky Block. But that is finally everything that is actually fully leaked, and now we can move on to exactly what to do to prepare. So obviously you're going to want to get the max rebirth before the update drops, that way you can get the new max rebirth coming. You're going to want to complete the index, that way you can get the highest multi on your bases. You're going to want to get every single one of the following brain rods, that way you can rebirth. So you're going to want to get the Piscioni Machina, the Tracto Dinosaur, the Cacacito Satellito, and a La Vaca. And on top of that, for the Squadlino, the brain rod god that's going to come from the craft machine, you're most likely going to want a Tucano Bananano and 3 Tralalero Tralalas. I mean, think about it. It's a banana shark, so it makes sense that they want to use the, where is it? The Tucano Bananano, since this is literally a banana brain rod, and 3 Tralalero Tralala, since this is a shark brain rod. Then you're going to want to get at least $1 trillion in cash, that way you can afford all the new brain rods, the new craft recipes, the new track brain rods, and the new rebirth. Then you're going to want to be 30 minutes in before the update drops for the admin abuse that Sammy does. And last but not least, you're going to want to be in the update during the update to take full advantage of the full admin abuse that Sammy does as well. And yeah, that should be literally everything coming in this update. This was definitely a little bit of a longer leaks for sure, but hope you guys still enjoyed. If you did, definitely make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's update video very soon. Peace out, everybody.